Hello everyone. We're live. Welcome. Viviane's here. Viviane's here. Woo!
Oh, and we're wearing white too. I just
Oh,
realized
that's
we got the memo.
butterfly on.
Yeah, butterflies for war butterflies for Chloe.
Yay. Yeah, apologies that Chloe couldn't make it today. She had an she posted publicly. She unfortunately had her phone
Mhm.
stolen, so she's busy recovering from that and letting everyone know. So she's not with us today in a live stream, but I'm sure she'll be back at some point soon. And she's also live herself on Fridays. So please do
Mhm.
check out Chloe's Mystic Hearts channel.
Yes, and she's
Um,
doing amazing. Um,
it's fantastic to see her. If you like this work, then you probably like Chloe's work, and everyone's different. And it's definitely a topic I'd love us to chat about as well, Viviane, today is like some of the
yes,
differences and
I,
experiences that we have in our work.
yes, we will. And I'm loving watching her artwork too.
Mm.
That's really,
Yeah, it was
really
incredible.
nice.
She painted Maya,
Yeah, I
and,
saw that on her
and
short
it's like,
film.
oh my heart, when I saw it, 'cause I was
Yes.
having such a bad day as my motorhome had broken down and I was trapped in the woods, very beautiful woods near where I live for 5 hours. And that
Mm-hmm.
came through just when I got home um, after the recovery guy managed to come out and get it started. But as soon as we knew as soon as the engine stopped, it wouldn't start again. So it was like that was a very strange feeling. It's like do not stall on the drive home.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thankful that's all fixed now. Um, and if anyone really cares, I do go into more detail about it in one of my weekend videos from the Witch's Craig, so you can listen to me geeking out about fuel additives for motorhomes and how my motorhome doesn't have a warning light for it, but does disable the engine if it runs out, which is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wonderful. Yeah.
and one thing I can't wait to use, spoiler alert, it's this. Beep, beep, boop, 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 beep, 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 beep,
Oh yeah, and I saw you singing. You're doing that and the words too when choosing the questions you wanted to answer. That was
right?
fun.
I need to do I need to practice the reverb version, right, where I can just do it manually with my voice. Um, yeah, that's a lot of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, I can go ahead and create a safe space. And thank you so much for coming along, everyone. Hello to you. Oh, there's a nice ringing in my right ear. Yeah, please do put all your requests in capitals, and we are randomly selecting them. So we tag them first and we randomly select them throughout the 2 hours of our live stream. So, including right up to the last few minutes. So we
Yeah.
get through as many as we reasonably can. And you'll need to put your request in once because it's tagged for the whole time. We already have 12, so thank you. Um, and what else was I going to say?
Um, well, if you we have the links in the description for. I know if you would like to book a session with us, and donations are not required. But if you wish to send one, the links are also in the description. And yes, so that's that's what I have. Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, and I'll make sure and share the various links throughout the session.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We will get started with a safe space. So to remind you all, if you're new or maybe you don't usually pay attention to the safe space setup, please do. It makes a huge difference to both the work that Viviane and I do for you, and also how you're able to receive it. Um, if you ever wondered how the magic of quantum healing and many other things that we do in today's session, as you can see from
Mm-hmm.
the list here, all these different things are really supported by your consciousness. So the more you pay attention, the more you connect in with
Yes.
this practice, the easier you'll find it to be able to receive whatever you request.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's begin by taking in a deep breath through the nose And breathe out what no longer serves, our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you, nice and loud. Continue to breathe deeply and calmly as it feels right for you. And focus your attention now on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light upwards through the top of your head, up through into the sky, up into the stars, all the way up to the highest frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and sky, through the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, this time, from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light downwards through the root of your spine and deep into the earth. And keep reaching down all the way through the layers of the planet, right down until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into the soul of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. We connect into her crystalline heart and send her so much love at this time. Allow Mother Gaia to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out your golden bubble of protective light from the center of your heart to form a golden protective bubble about 2 meters out to each side, and above and below, in front and behind you. And set the intention for your golden protective bubble that only energies and entities with your permission, with your highest good, love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within our safe spaces or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into our safe spaces, invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And ask at this time for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance in accessing the Akashic records. And also to support us through the integration of today's messages and healings. And through space and time now, I create the golden protective bubble around Viviane and Jon and all of us in the live stream and in the replay across our 2 YouTube channels. And I set the intention for this session space that only energies and entities with Viviane and I's permission and the highest good love and compassion of all can see us, access us, or exist within this session space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. Inviting in for Viviane and I, our spirit guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia, and any other named being that Viviane chooses to invite in. And we're here today to support you in your requests, including a range of quantum psychic Akashic readings, clearings, healings, and predictions, connecting with spirit guides, helping understand your soul and life purpose, past life healings and introductions, future predictions, pet healing, psychic mediumship, home clearing, and much more. And we ask for these requests that you place these in all capitals, and we will tag these throughout today's live stream and randomly pick from them And if your name is called, please do say hello in the chat. If you're requesting on behalf of someone else, including a pet, please do ask their permission first and state in your request, or when your request is called, that you have gained permission. And with that, we can start. Thank you.
Lovely. Just going in and selecting a few more requests that came through. Got 20 requests already. Oh, 21 now. Lovely.
And I will share some links. So book a session with Viviane. So if Viviane's work and energy resonates with you, then please do check out her cool websites. And what can people book you for, Viviane?
Thank you. Yes, I offer quantum energy healing for people and for pets. And I had a lovely session recently. I worked with two dogs, and it was wonderful experience. And I also offer Akashic Records readings and Reiki sessions. Yes, it's and every session is a different experience. I actually gave the giveaway reading that the giveaway reading that we
did last week for anniversary.
Yeah, so it was a wonderful experience. I actually this Saturday, and I called in when I set up the safe space as we always do in the beginning, and released it at the end of the session. I do work a lot with ascended masters, and this time for this session, I also, in addition to Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron and Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, I invited in Saint Germain and Mother Mary, and they were very active in the session. It was really a wonderful experience for me also to witness that. So it was wonderful. And Justine, thank you for the shout out. She's calling me Miss Doolittle. Yeah, Viviane, speak to the animals. Yeah, I love, love, love working with animals. And so, yeah, I also offer animal communication. Thank you, Justine, for mentioning that. So, yes, so you can either schedule a quantum energy healing session for your pet, or you can schedule Reiki for your pet with me, or animal communication session. Yes.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're definitely the first person I'll go to should I have challenges with Patch. He's kind of on, he's my Papillon. He's like kind of on the borderline at the moment. He keeps running upstairs and barking to get food from our son's room just when he smells food downstairs. And I'm like, driving is crazy. And he's such a quiet dog the rest of the time. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be the first person I come to if it finally just is too much. Because if I ask him telepathically, he just says, "I want food," and I'm like, "This is not working."
Yeah, Patch. Yeah. and he's older now, just like he's setting his ways too, right?
That's right. He is. Very true. And if anyone's interested in booking a session with me, that's my link there. And it's really interesting because when you see us working together on all these different subjects, perhaps it's hard to see some of the superpowers between us. And I guess one of my somewhat reluctant superpowers is my exorcism work, negative entity removal, soul fragment retrieval. That's how I started out doing quantum. I used to call it darkness energy clearing, and now I call it quantum psychic readings and clearings. So I still offer that service, but my most popular service is kind of a mix of all these different things, and I call it the quantum psychic healing session. And it is a format people often choose. You can see in their life purpose, they want to speak to a spirit guide. So I get the spirit guide to come up and say hello, introduce themselves, where they're from, how do they know the client, what's their name, how can they practice to connect with them. And that's in every session. And then, often people ask for life purpose, like why did they come here? Why did their soul choose Earth or choose Earth again? And what is it that they're here to do? What are their superpowers? And then often it's a case of going to past lives to help with any healings, helping people connect with their future, timelines and predictions, and then a deep chakra by chakra quantum energy healing, as well as expanding out to the rest of the body. And some of the other stuff's in there too. I did my first full session for pet healing a couple of weeks ago. That was a lot of fun for a cat. I just loved it. I loved seeing through the eyes, like with my third eye through the eyes of a cat. That was so cool. I don't have a cat, so I feel like I'm missing out on that. But yeah, it was lovely to just share a little bit about ourselves, and we can also go ahead and beep, boop, choose.
Would you
Who's
like to go? Would you like to choose today? Go first.
yeah, sounds fun. So let me just put some music on as I, just because the beatbox just clearly aren't enough. Here we go. Okay, choosing the first request. Okay, turning down the music. Getting better at this one day. There we go. Okay, Maria Petty, let us know. Sorry, is that Maria or Marla?
Marla.
Marla. Sorry, Marla. Marla Petty, are you here? We've only just started, so hopefully everyone's still here. And you're asking for healing for debilitating acid reflux and skin cancer. If time allows, do your guides have a message for you? Thank you, beautiful souls. Marla's here. Thank you. And sorry to hear about your challenges. One of my children suffers really badly from acid reflux. It's not nice, and I can only begin to imagine what skin cancer is like. So thank you for sharing. Yeah, we can take a look and see how best to help. Would you like to split this, Viviane? So one of us does the healing and one does.
Yes. Okay.
Let me know which you'd like to do. I'm happy either way.
I'll focus on also it's acid reflux and skin cancer.
And skin cancer, yeah.
I'll focus on the healing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
So just asking Marla and your guides to step forwards. I can see your guides giving it a lot of attention, Marla. I'm first being shown, they're showing me the inside of you in the acid reflux.
Yeah.
And why it happens. I never, it's so lovely to ask these questions and to be shown some of the potential causes. It's not the same for everyone, but for you, Marla, I'm being shown that this actually comes from your throat chakra, and it's this pushing down of energy. It's this gulping of energy, and it's negative energy that you're gulping down. And your body's reaction is, no, I do not want to hold this down. I want it to come straight back up. And so it doesn't come very far down. It's like it's getting down to just about into the stomach. And then it's coming back. And so the saying, I'll let Viviane do the healing. The message is to try and catch yourself when you're swallowing down energy. It's looking for that gulp. And it reminds me that your guide is showing me, John, like in the cartoons when someone gulps, they go, when they're like scared of something, or someone saying something to you negatively, or it's negative energy that your guide's showing me you like watching TV. I don't know if you're watching YouTube on TV or something. I can see the screen, the light of the screen being projected out onto you, and it's the energy radiating out to the screen. This could be a phone or a tablet or or TV, but it's just the TV I'm being shown, and you're gulping it down. Your body's like, no, I'm not going to take this any further. Your body is refusing to ground that energy, and instead is wanting to push it back up. So the message is really to focus on, instead of gulping it down, is to say, okay, when you catch yourself with this gulping action, stop and say, okay, what is it that's causing me to do this? What am I watching? What am I doing? How am I feeling? And often, Western medical science will lead us towards what we're eating and drinking, and they also have their own energy. Everything is energy. In particular, for you, it's this energy of this negative energy that you're consuming from others, that your body's refusing to hold down. And so this could be a case of you stopping, consuming this energy from others, both what you're watching online, TV, and relationships with others. So perhaps you'll start with a little diary, even if starting with a mental diary, of what are the patterns of the energy of what you're consuming when you're gulping down. And I can go on to the skin cancer, but I'll let you share anything you want to.
Sure. I felt the uneasiness of the acid reflux, as you're mentioning. That was the first thing too that they showed me. It looked like almost like a volcano. It's just purging this energy, the acid reflux. And I also heard, as you're talking about TV and what you're consuming, I heard watch what you consume. I had Archangel Michael do clear the energy for her, and I just started sending healing energy to the throat and the heart chakra, and a little bit of the solar plexus to alleviate the sensation.
Wonderful. I was just going to see if they'll share anything more about skin cancer. It's showing me some of the agitation that the skin cancer is experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be the contrast between the outside energy. So I'm being shown what is increasingly a high vibration energy from the sun, and then the energy within Marla, and it's this, that the skin is struggling to
Purge that.
transform. Yeah. And they're now showing me your skin is a whole, like a single organ, which it really is, right? The skin is the largest organ of the whole body, and it's really one. Yeah, and that purging and grounding will really help release it. It's really interesting. I never really thought about this and they were showing me with radiation that is it like gamma rays, like longer waveforms that pass through us, but then the shorter ones, like nuclear radiation, is much shorter wavelength, and it kind of gets stuck in our skin, and the skin itself needs to release the energy. Like it needs to go somewhere, and yeah, I never thought that grounding would be so helpful for this. So walking barefoot on the ground, releasing everything through your body, and like visualizing and imagining the thin layer of skin that you have all over your body, holding as much. It's like full to the brim of this. Some of it's the sun's energy, and some of it's your own negative energy, and some of it's energy, radiant energy from the collective, and just release it down through your feet and deep into the earth, and ask Mother Gaia to purge it, and to transform it for food for other beings, and just helping with this also just now. Mother Gaia does appreciate you releasing this energy. It's much better than holding it inside of you.
As you said that, I see roots from the bottom of her feet going really deep and in the earth to release that.
Beautiful. Yeah, there was some reluctance to that previously, so that's worth being aware of, Marla, that it's that feeling, right? We all get, it's like, it's my burden to carry. Why would I give it to another being, including the earth? And really, this is your permission. You're getting permission to release this.
I'm just sending more light and grounding the energy.
Beautiful.
Wonderful, thank you. Right, so it's my turn now to select another request. Thank you everyone for posting in caps, and let's see. Okay, got everybody.
Yeah, I think I managed to get most. Just the last couple to tag. Some of you are asking about the UFOs, UAPs, moving lights in the sky. That I posted a video of. I've just been out with my camera each morning, first thing in the morning and last thing at night, with my Psionics Aurora night vision pro camera. And today was fascinating because I posted this short video of a flashing light, regular like pulse to it. It's like bing, 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 and you couldn't see it with the naked eye at all, and yet it was so bright on the night vision camera, and it was static. Which is also really bizarre, because I'm always used to, like, I want to see moving aliens. I don't want to see like just stood there in the night sky doing nothing. But flashing was incredible. So I'll be out tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. for a morning running with my camera, see if I can see it again, but it's in the same location. But that was really fascinating.
Yeah, wonderful.
And please do share. I feel this phenomena is just increasing around the world. It's not just exclusive to me or Scotland. Seems everywhere we now look more in the skies. Some of it's satellites, some of it's planes, some of it's shooting stars, some of it's technologies that we have as humans that we're not sharing, and some of it is extraterrestrial. So, let your heart decide. I love the questions that people say, where they say, I don't know what it is, but it can't be a UFO. And it's like, but you just said you didn't know what it is. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and select our next request here. Close my eyes, make sure I'm pointing the mouse pointer to the right spot to start scrolling. Okay. Okay. Oh. Stacy Marie Norton, nice to see you. Please say hi in the chat if you're here.
Let us know if you're here, Stacy.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting request.
Stacey's here. Fantastic.
Thank you,
Just
Stacy.
typing. Okay. So you're asking for a healing, clearing, and message from Jack, who's your twin flame on the other side. Um, love you both. Namaste. Thank you, and sorry to hear of your loss. Um, and which would you like to do, Viviane?
I'll go for the healing and clearing again.
Okay,
Thank you for asking. Yes.
I'll ask Jack to come forwards for a message. Just starting with Stacy, Marie Norton, and your guides. Step forwards. Yeah, Jack's very quick. His energy is very. I would just describe it as he just kind of came straight in and just tapped me on the shoulder as if he's here in the room and was just reminding me of what it's like. I don't I don't work with humans that often in spirit form, so just reminded me of that energy. He says his message is that um, he is still Jack. He is also Jack and more. He's expanded more since his passing. And he's showing me his crown chakra and also yours, Stacy. He's showing these like these sparkles across both of your crown chakras, and he's saying you do feel him when he's near, and he's near you a lot of the time. You can also be more. He's inviting you to be more direct in questions, to be very specific. So yes, start with yes, no, and this is an attunement. Having a so this is if you want to you know uh, connect with him. You place your left hand on your heart, ask him to step forwards. Say, Jack, I'd like you to step forwards, please, just as I did. And then ask a question such as, Jack, are you here? Yes or no? And really focus on your. It's lovely that because he says he already has a strong connection with your heart, so that's easy for both of you. It's your crown chakra and this conversational exchange that you'd like to have, and he'd like to share with you more about his experiences since he died. He said he keeps saying there's so much more, Stacey. There's so much more to share with you. And he says it includes loved ones in his family that he would like to communicate to you. These are also people that have since died and passed on. He's showing me a flower. This is I describe it as a yellow daisy, almost like a really large buttercup. So these yellow petals, and he's saying little sunflower, and so he says you can. He says sometimes you might find it helpful to hold something like a flower or a picture of Jack when you're wanting to talk with him more. He's absolutely there to connect more and to discuss more with you. I hope that helps you, Stacey. How did you get on, Viviane?
Yes, so I scanned her energy and I did not see anything specific that needed um, clearing or healing, but I did send white light through her body and grounded the energy, and also actually, and I sent golden light through her body too. Um, clear, heal, energize through the chakras. And my heart space feels different, and I guess it's because of Jack's presence and being her twin flame. So I feel this expansion of the heart space, um, and it's just, yeah, it feels interesting, different energy. It's just expansion is, but it feels comfortable. It's right away. I was like, okay, this feels different, but it's not something that I need to clear or heal. It's just the way it's just because of their heart connection, their soul connection.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's really lovely. I hope that helps you, Stacey.
Mhm.
Hey, Jack has a really lovely energy.
Mhm.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. For that connection, beautiful. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you. Um, yeah, let us know how you're feeling, and we'll get on with the next request, which is my turn.
Mhm.
Okay, choosing your next request. Oh, so much fun. Jude, let us know if you're here. Peace is an act of love. Okay, Jude Cataldo, let us know if you're here. And you're asking a question about your cat, Choo Choo. She's 9, has been licking her stomach a lot lately. Just wondering if there's a blockage or is a problem, or is it normal licking?
Mhm.
Um, and if Jude, you can just make sure. Well, first of all, let us know if you're here, and then secondly, if you are here, let us
Mhm.
please make sure you have Choo Choo's permission. Um, we can always ask for messages, but we could do a scan if you have, and a healing if we get permission from Choo Choo through yourself, Jude. And what an amazing name, Choo Choo.
Yeah, it is cute.
It's so cool. It just makes me want to go, Choo Choo.
I could see myself getting silly with that name, talking to the cat all the time. It's fun talking to pets in a silly manner. Okay, which
When I was a student, I used to live in Dundee in Scotland, and one of our neighbours had a cat called Lucy, and Lucy was always being called in for a very long time in the evenings, and all you'd hear that, like, we kind of shared this kind of these like flats apartment blocks, and at the back, you'd also hear is Lucy, Lucy. It would just go on forever. And you're like, Lucy, please, please come home. Judah's here.
okay,
Um, says, I'm here, and it's because I live near a train. Oh, that's so cool. And yeah, if you
okay.
can confirm, Jude, did you get permission from Choo Choo? Just please confirm, and we can go ahead with a scan and healing if needed.
Mhm.
I'll just put in the chat as well.
She's saying yes.
Okay, yes, great.
Thank you, Jude. Okay.
Thank you, Jude. So just inviting forwards Jude and also your cat, Choo Choo. Well, you're the expert, Viviane. I've already got some ideas,
Mhm.
some insights, but please go ahead when you're ready.
Okay. I can see her licking her belly, and I'm just starting to scan her body.
I can share why she's doing it, or at least what I received.
Mhm.
I was shown that it's it's to try and release energy from the solar plexus, and it's energy that Choo Choo's struggling to to release herself. It does feel that it's negative energy, and this is from a range of sources, Jude, from the environment, from the collective, and also from yourself. And it's really natural for our pets to do this. They often try and take away the burden from us. I know Patch tries to do
Mhm.
it with me all the time. And so the very first thing I was shown out, just an adult warning, this description gets a little bit graphic and includes poo. But what I was shown is just maybe once or twice a day, stroking. I know not all cats are like dogs, right? That love
Mhm.
petting, but there's the gentle stroke, even if you don't make it all the way down Choo Choo's back, the gentle stroking from head to tail, and say out loud, Choo Choo, let it go. You can release this. Let this go. You can
Mhm.
release this. Release any burdens you're holding on to. And this is a really encouragement to release. And what I heard was then, well, I was shown quite graphically, to be honest, what Choo Choo can do, which is to poo a lot of this out. So go through the full digestive process. And it just said to quite regularly now. I don't know, Viviane, it's been a long time since I had a cat. How often you'd clear out a cat litter tray, for example, if that's what Choo Choo uses. But I was shown to do that more regularly than perhaps you'd expect to. So it's not that
Mhm.
you're doing anything wrong. It's more that the energy of it that sits there, the quicker you can dispose of it,
Oh, yeah.
the
Mhm.
better. And it seems to be like a proximity away from both Jude and Choo Choo.
That's interesting because I was drawn to the as I saw her licking her belly, I was drawn to the digestive system. I mean, the intestines, and I heard um, constipation, but not that she's like blocked, but it's like, yeah, this needs to come out. It needs to be, all of it needs to be out. And then they showed me her in her intestines, like it looked like a Pokemon game. You know, there was
Oh wow.
basically like, okay, she's like chasing this, trying to, yeah, consuming all this negative, all the heavy dense and negative energy.
Mhm.
So yeah, so being constipated, that being full of that energy that needs to be released. And I can still see it's going through her, you know, it's like this Pokemon going through her digestive system. And she's saying, "Oh, my cat has been so psychic with me lately. This makes things." And cats, especially cats, are absolutely amazing at that. They're like
Yeah.
really so um, sensitive to energy, and so I am going to send do a clearing of her digestive system, and then send some healing energy to.
Oh, beautiful. I always feel that the cats always feel so fourth dimensional to me. They always feel so like they do hang around sometimes with us humans on the third dimension. They're
Yeah,
just
they know everything. They see everything. They're just like looking. Their eyes is like looking through a portal. Like their eyes, just they're just amazing animals.
some of the chat, people talking about releasing energy from their pets, and I do feel it's a really lovely practice to do, is to regularly encourage your pet to give them permission to release, because they often want to hold on to it, and they're just the little fragile bodies. Even even big dogs, right, or horses, they'll it's almost like it's a very selfless act to take on such a huge burden of energy, and they'll max themselves out with so much. And just by literally you touching them and saying, please let it go, please release it, you don't need to carry this burden, they often know exactly what to do, and they're kind of just waiting for it to be released, because the energy is never like, especially this in this case with Choo Choo, the energy is never one source, right? It's never like, oh, please stop holding on to all my bad memories of when I was age 6. It's, even if it was just from us, from one source, it's often from many sources, that there's the reason our pets want to hold on to it is because they don't want to what's the word? They don't want us to lose out on anything, and we don't really lose out on it. It's just often a spaghetti Western mess of entangled negative energies from lots of different.
Yes, lovely. I sent healing energy, and I could see. Yes, I sent white light, and Archangel Raphael sent green light, and then at the end I sealed with golden light. So wonderful. Thank you, Jude, and thank you, Choo Choo.
Yeah, thank you, Choo Choo. What lovely souls. Thank you so much. Is it your turn to choose now? To choose?
Yes.
I think that's a Simpsons reference when Ralph says, "I choose you."
Okay, so let's choose our next request. Oops. Okay.
We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if you request. If your name is called. All requests in capital, please, and we randomly pick these throughout the session. We're asking on behalf of someone else, including a pet, please get their permission.
Sonia, please say hi in the chat. I like that question. That's lovely.
Sonia says hi. Hello, Sonia. So Sonia says, would you please let me know what messages my spirit guides have for me today, and any advice for them for my future spiritual journey? Thank you. Thank you for your purple hearts too. I love Sonia's spirit guide. I really try and not get spirit guide envy, but when they have such a great sense of humor, yeah, feel free to go first.
Actually, initially I see her spirit guides. There's like, they formed a circle around her, and they're holding hands, and they are moving. I'm not sure how to the word to describe that, but it's they are circle, like moving around her, like holding hands, and the circle they formed around her, like kind of cheering her up.
Lovely.
And in this image, I see a book there's a book in front of her while she's still in the middle of the circle. There's a book in front of her, and the book is open. and I see you writing on this. It's a journal now. I see you writing on it, and I heard pour your heart out. So you're journaling your experiences, and you're it's like you're talking to your higher self through this journal. And now I see you picked up a phone, and you're also talking to your higher self through the phone.
Oh, that's such a cool thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, and it was they showed me like the old style phone anyway, but it's cool. Yeah, so it's all about you connecting to your higher self and constant communication with your higher self. That's how you're growing spiritually by nurturing that connection. And now I see you. It's like you wrote a letter, and I see you folding the letter, putting in an envelope. It's a pink envelope, and you sealed the envelope, but you put it. I see you put it inside your pillowcase.
Wow.
So when you're sleeping, I heard cosmic connection now for that letter. So I see you sleeping, and the letter is it's traveling from the pillowcase. I see it's like a cloud on top of your body, close to your head, where the pillowcase is in the pillow, and the letter is being transported from the pillowcase to this cloud and moving up. And then I see moving up to the cosmos, galaxies, and expanding your connection. And they're just saying that they're really proud with you about this connection. This it feels like you're doing a lot of going, within, going inwards, and that's really strengthening that connection to your higher self and your guides. And then they're just cheering you up for that.
Wow.
So I hope that helped you, Sonia.
Amazing. I got the shortened version. I got the comedy version of that. But before I share it, it's like, hi, is that my higher self? Yeah, we need to talk. Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. First thing, Earth, right? Why Earth? Why did we choose Earth again? Um, so yeah, anyway, that's nothing to do with you, Sonia. For you, Sonia, when I asked this question of messages for you and for your future, and asked your guides, which would you like to open the Akashic records? They said, and you had this very quickly, had a book, Viviane, and what I was shown was this very clear. It's a short message, right? It's like the brief version of Viviane's fantastically detailed version, which you need. Absolutely need hers. But mine was very simply that, Sonia, your future is not going to be handed to you on a plate. It's more that you create the plate yourself, and then you give it to yourself. And that was the message. I couldn't stop laughing, first of all, and then I was like, wow, it's so beautifully simple and true. It really is true that, I'm not really sure how you make a plate, but I do know that I could make a paper plate. I do know that I could write down the thing. Like, it's not just a plate because it's funny, right? Or that it's because it's
Mhm.
somehow connected to the fact that things are handed to you on a plate. It's also because you ingest, whatever you're writing in that book, because this is a plate from the Akashic records. So when you
Mhm.
receive the plate, you're ingesting that energy, and so it was just so wonderful to hear you have that under your pillow. What a beautiful recommendation. Was that a letter to that Sonia writes to herself, Viviane?
Yes, yes. It's
That's so
and I like what Melissa Harper wrote. I need my higher self on speed dial.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's really really powerful, Sonia, and very very empowering. Sometimes the I'll definitely include brownies on my plate. Oh yeah, my daughter, she's just gone back to university, so I'm really gonna miss her baking.
Mm.
Um, although you'll hear me playing drums more now that I won't be waking her up. It's been about 4 months since I played drums, but I'll miss the brownies. But yeah, that's really 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 beautiful. So I hope it helps you, Sonia, on your journey.
I love brownies too.
Oh, making me hungry for them. Okay, must be my turn, right?
Yes.
Great. We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called. Thank you to all 76 of you that are here. Oh, hello, everyone. Hello from Scotland. Okay, choose the next request. Oops, sorry, that affects the one. We've undoed already. Fantastic. Okay, going again. Craig Dixon, you've been chatting away. Let us know if you're here.
Yeah, I think he's here. Hi, Craig.
He's said hello to someone else. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, wonderful.
And,
Thanks, Craig. Okay, so healing. How can I keep clearing healing? Right.
I'll start with a scan, and then we can see we we both find. Just asking Craig his guides to step forwards. It's really interesting. Your guide just did this to me. Craig just ran their finger just down the forehead across. This is across the third eye, and then just down, stopping at the tip of the bridge of the nose.
Right as I started scanning, I heard the word digestion, or digestive system.
Yeah, I seem to be shown an in-flight crown chakra and third eye chakra activation. They're kind of all over the place. Like the crown chakra is just like really large, but really noisy, and the third eye much smaller.
Is there something like right above his crown chakra? I think I see.
Yeah, there is. What is this? It's quite a mix of energy. Craig's higher self is saying this is an upgrade that was in progress. It was coming down from the soul. It's a superpower activation of crown and third eye. It's funny, it's funny. Whilst we were talking about all this, like my stomach's like churning. Not mine, Craig's is, but it's like that projection, that feeling.
Yeah.
And what the connection between the crown and the stomach is that that dizziness you can get. Wow, both my ears just are ringing with a very high pitch.
Yeah.
So this is I can still see this active stream from Craig's soul trying to come down. But what's happened is it's like Craig's been resistant to it, and just above the crown chakra, it's like broken off. And where the stream of energy is coming down, there's just a wee negative entity like on it, on the very tip. disconnected from Craig, well, from Craig's crown chakra,
Mm-hmm.
but it's blocking this.
Yeah, I see this suspended. To me, is being shown like a gunmetal color, like a cylinder right above his crown chakra and his solar plexus area.
Hmm.
To me, I see there is a square. It's like a yellow. It's not a bright yellow. It's more. Um, it's not very bright color, but it's almost like what would be like watercolor consistency, but it's like a square right above, over his, a large square over his solar plexus.
Hmm. It's the resistance that Craig seemed to have was that it was a lot, right? Like it is a cylinder, and it's a huge upgrade all at once. And
Yeah.
what Craig's higher self is saying is that Craig's initial reaction was like, WTF? It was like, what is this? And
Mm-hmm.
this horrible feeling. And it's like, no, whatever that is, I don't want it. And I was asking, well, what can we do to help Craig? And it just said, well, start first of all with just a very gentle, like a trickle of that energy coming in. And this is to help free it up. And then we can remove that negative entity and then
Mm-hmm.
just make sure that Craig gets back in control. So Craig's the one deciding with his higher self and soul, what if and when and for how long at a time he receives this activation. So I'll just start with a gentle threading of light between this
Mm-hmm.
column, this upgrade from his soul and higher self and down into the crown chakra. I'm just going to speak some Elven light language to your crown chakra, Craig, just to encourage it to connect and open up to just the right amount of energy that feels right for you. Ibrachi chimro to karmachi sini chimara o tara chimara iselmiro tokor o tokomara. Okay. Yep, that's really just anchored at the moment into your
Mm-hmm.
crown, into third eye. And let's remove this negative entity. It's just wrapped around. It's like a long, kind of flattened, leech slug like shaped entity. Archangel Michael, please return this entity to source or never return here again. Thank you. And then just helping Craig with a stronger connection, just keeping it at a gentle pace between soul star chakra, where your higher self is, into your crown chakra and third eye. And then anchoring down. I'm going to have to give your third eye a bit more help as well, but I'm just anchoring down through the throat and heart. And I'm just going to hold that energy there. I won't overlap with. Are you
Mm-hmm.
working on the solar plexus just now?
I'm about to start. Actually, I at that when you removed that entity, I felt something behind my third eye. I guess that's where you
That's where I go next.
removing from. Okay, so
Yeah, this Craig's third eye upgrade is significant, and like Craig knows the feeling of what it's like to have a fully activated third eye, and it's Craig's used this on Earth before, but not in such low density, like being surrounded by such a low density in our collective, and it can be a bit scary to witness all of the energy and entities attached to others. I'm just encouraging your third eye to find its natural size and shape, and also clearing off. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean, Viviane. Craig's been like, it's like, I can see too much. And so the reaction is like it's almost like sticking mud like on your eyes. And it's like all these um, negative entities have just been like stuck on there because they do work. They'll block things out, but then you have this other problem to deal with. So just have it out 360 degrees around you. Return to source or never return here again. And a little bit of dragon-like language. Burn any residual way. Karamara. Good. And reminding your third eye. One of the cool things about being human and having a human third eye is you can close your third eye. When it all gets a bit too much, just close it. Close your third eyelid. And when you want to, when you feel safe, you can open it back up. That's it. Close and open. Good.
Yeah, wonderful. So I cleared that square block on top of his solar plexus and sent healing energy to it and grounded the energy to. Yeah, but that was interesting because when you remove the entity, I felt like something on the back of my head, the back of the third eye, and then after that it was a light pressure. It's interesting. So thank you, Craig. I hope that helps you. And let's see, that's my turn now. Okay, time to select a new request.
Wonderful. Please put your requests in capitals and let us know in the chat your call for choosing your next request.
Akila. Hi, Akila. Please let us know if you're here.
You want to let us know if you're here? We're certainly getting plenty of requests. 85 of us in the live stream. Welcome and hello, everyone.
Yeah, she's here. Thank you, Akila. So you're saying, hi, Jon and Viviane. In meditation, I had a vision of a black circle with 8 tentacles. That night or the next in a dream, I saw a man walking this thing, and but it was a big spider. Any guidance? Okay, that's interesting.
Wow. I don't know why. I was just really excited about this request. So let's find out. Thank you, Kayla. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's so much all at once. I'll let you go first, Viviane.
Yeah, they're showing me a very large spider right now, and at the end of each leg there is like a black circle. It's like attached to each leg, and I heard the word shadow. I'm trying to understand what this means.
I can share what I got so far. it's just so curious. So, and I was shown some of my experiences I've had. So this is you could kind of you could describe. Let's go with black spider. It's not just uh like if it's not clear from what you're saying, this being is it's like a kind of bendy spider, right? It's like this, it's not totally solid in form, and has much more capability than a spider. The man you saw walking it is one of your guides, and the spider itself is a kind of spirit animal for you, and it's a really interesting connection you have with it because it's like it's I'd always describe our spirit guides. They're not our bosses, right? They're our partners. They're here to help guide us, and us work with them and to tell them what it's like being human all the time. And in my case, moan a lot about being human. The difference in relationship that you have with this spider being is that it is a kind of form of guide. It's here to help you though in more of a subservient role, still a partner, but to help serve you, and it's to help you connect with the. I saw this like this web of connections. Often the spiders are symbols of connectivity and networking with each other. I was shown this spider is great at being able to like find connections between others that, especially at lower vibrations, because it is quite a low vibration being. Um, and I said, I want more. Tell me more for Kayla. And your guide said, no. This is a huge step forwards for Kayla to begin to feel into this, to feel into the possibility that this is a it's so important that your discernment that it feels right for you. Especially when we have lower vibration guides. My lowest vibration guide at the moment is Marek. He's like this grumpy little troll like figure, and he's I find him really funny, but he's grumpy, and he's sometimes difficult to deal with. And it's that starting to build that connection and relationship to begin with at a distance, which is why this is being shown to you at a distance, and then you feeling into, okay, well, what could I possibly want out of a connection with such a being? What would I do with them? How do I feel about it? My personal experience was lucid dreaming with what I could only describe. This was several years ago now, but I fulfilled this role with they were Chinese dragon lions, and the two of them. And I was so shocked when these things came running at me like little puppy dogs, and were licking me and it was a past life memory I was having of how I used to work with them, and they were saying, "We want to work with you now. We want to work with you again. What will we do?" And so yeah, it's a huge step forwards to just begin to. I'm not saying just open yourself up to like a whole world of low vibration entities. It's first of all like feeling that discernment, and I would treat this being just you would any spirit guide, um, and just apply more caution, right? And say, ask questions. So I would say, for example, dear spirit guides. So this is Akela addressing her spirit guides. Who is this being? Is this one of my spirit guides? Yes or no? How does that feel? And then, okay, if the answer feels a strong yes, or maybe you'll repeat that in your meditation, over a few days. If you feel comfortable, create a safe space and invite this spider being to come forwards and have a direct conversation with it. Who are you? Are you my spirit guide? Yes or no? What is it that you want to be doing? Jon shared some things, and Viviane. What are the things? Why are you here to work with me? And just begin a very gentle. There's no rush, right? There's no rush in any of this. A very gentle relationship.
Yes, it was as you're giving your message. I saw that I mentioned earlier that the spider had like a dark circle attached to each of its, the end of its legs, and she pushed one forward to you, Aquila, and it's for you. It was like a bit of information for you to integrate And earlier I heard shadows, so I guess she's going to be showing you some. I guess um, I got that you'll be for you to be working. I guess bringing some more shadow aspects to light and to work through them and integrate them with bringing them to surface and healing and integrating them, those aspects of you. Mm. And
That's
she's
wonderful.
saying, "Oh, I keep walking to webs."
That's so cool. And
Yeah.
I did see like this beautiful rain, like it was a spider's web yesterday morning at the Witches Craig campsite,
Mm,
um, and it had this beautiful rainbow just going across it. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Um, but yeah, I really love that. I feel it's a really powerful interaction. And it's Sunrise Jesus says, yeah, beautiful message. You know, so I feel a lot of love and what's the word? Like being really delicate with our, especially our low vibration guides is really important, right? Because we're as humans, I don't know about
mhm,
you, but I can't help but be judgy, right? I'm like, oh, you're my low vibration guide, great. What am I going to do? Are we going to complain to each other for a while? You know, it's
mhm,
that feeling of, oh, hang on, there's great purpose and meaning as to why. And yeah, spiders are beings too. Very true, Melissa. I hope that
mhm,
helps you. Glad that it resonates.
mhm. Yeah.
My turn.
Yes.
Wow. I know it's like 50%, 50% chance I was going to be right. Um, okay, put a little music. Please put your requests in capitals. And we're tagging them and randomly selecting them. Please say hello. Name is Gold.
Oh, I'm sorry, I clicked on that was Carrie Chan. I'm sorry. I clicked to hide current comment and it just okay, right here.
But Carib's like, yay, oh!
Sorry,
Yay,
Carrie.
oh!
Carrie Channel,
Um,
please say hi to us in the chat.
it would be funny if in the future, like that's what people, you know, we name ourselves like it'd be like John YouTube channel or
Mm-hmm.
Viviane Pet Healer. Like just I think is it in Iceland they often say like son of or daughter of, and so I would be like son of Frank. It's just instead of having a surname Binnie. Anyway,
Mm.
uh,
And
we'll,
Carrie is here. Thank you, Carrie. Okay.
hi John and Viviane, could I please have a clearing and healing? Thank you.
Okay.
It's interesting. Your guide Carrie is saying to me, please be really gracious. Take great care with Carrie because of your sensitivities increasing more than perhaps you could ever expect, and which is fantastic. It feels really exciting. I'm just starting with a scan of the auric field, Vianney.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm scanning her chakras.
Oh wow! You know that saying, "I'll put my feelers out." You know, or I'll what is it? People like feeling. They'll say like feeling the energy of the room. I can see these. It reminds me of these little, almost like little hairs, or almost like a sea urchin. You know, sea urchins have like, well, they have big tentacles, right? That come out when they're underwater,
Mm-hmm.
um, out of their shells. With it's really these beautiful little fine hairs. There are lots of little beads of light that come out at the very outer tip of outer layer of Carrie's auric field, and these are just beginning to. Um, her guide is saying, I was asking what word to use, and she says sensitized. They're becoming sensitive. They weren't they've always been there, but they've not really been connected or listened to by Carrie. Okay, I'm being shown they are to connect directly into your heart. This is more of an upgrade. And all I'm going to do is, because it actually seems quite a huge upgrade for Carrie. I'm just going to, so that I'm not I'm eliminating the risk of bringing anything from the outside in. I'm going to just encourage her heart to connect outwards, just to the very inside, the inside of the outer layer of her auric field, and just scanning around the whole sphere of Carrie and helping with that connectivity. Okay. And there's that feeling, Carrie, sometimes you don't always want it there. You don't always want to be like, sometimes you go into a room and you're like, oh, I don't want to feel this. This is heavy. And so your guide's saying you kind of just imagine, you just visualize these little hairs kind of like just falling down, like falling flat. So they just kind of sit into the side of the auric field, and that deactivates them. You can do this directly with your heart. Just place your hand on your heart and just, I see you doing, if it's not clear, left hand on your heart, right hand over the heart, and you're just kind of pushing down gently and just saying, let's just reduce that sensitivity just now for this moment or while we're here. And the opposite's true as well. You can, if you're wanting to work with someone, especially in person, you can just lift this up again just by lifting your right hand up with your left hand on your heart. How's the clearing and healing going?
I was drawn to her throat and heart chakra, and I saw a hand. It needed to be connected. There, I saw a hand from the throat chakra trying to reach the hand from the heart chakra, and I asked Archangel Michael to clear any stagnant energy of the area and establish the connection between the heart and the throat chakra.
Yeah, I saw, as you were saying that, I saw in Carrie's throat chakra wanting to say, like, there's this horrible energy of wanting to say to someone what negative energy she was experiencing from someone else. And that, how to describe it, when she's perceiving this energy in someone else, when she's just saying, yeah, I can feel people a lot more lately. It becomes a mirror. So your throat chakra, it's almost like you're eating, it's gross, right? It's like you're eating their energy. Like you can taste that horrible negative energy in your mouth and in your throat. And Carrie's reaction, she wants to kind of, get that out, right? And tell that person, it's like, wow, you need to like sort your energy out. Like you need to do a lot of work. And they're never nice things to want to say to someone. And let me see if there's any advice about how to help release this. Yeah, if your guide's saying if it's got to come out, it's got to come out. And if you can't do it in that moment because it's offensive for people, right? Because it's like regurgitate back to them their own energy. It is horrible for them just as it's been horrible for you. But what's really important is perhaps immediately after those moments you've been with someone, I hear like roaring, like you heard my dragon roars earlier, like this, rah, like just screaming it out, scream into a pillow, scream into a pint glass.
As you're saying that, I heard protect your energy and boundaries too. But yeah, and I need water too because of all this throat and heart work.
Yeah. Saying I've encountered a few people where energy is bad and wasn't able to say to them, yeah, because ultimately it's a judgment, right? Where even though we're not consciously um, you know, you might not be consciously thinking, wow, you've got really stinky energy. You need to, if that was, if someone was covered in mud on the outside, you would say, you need to go and have a shower or worm your way into a polite way of saying, hey, I really enjoy showers. I don't know what you'd say. That's difficult too. But I do feel that just getting it out and finding these different ways to release it, it doesn't, it, you don't need to fix the person. The most important thing is get that energy out of you. Um, Carrie says, yeah, but I think I should have told them, give them feedback. I would, my human advice is, it's very, it's, I would never tell someone if they had a demonic attachment, if they had a negative attachment, if they
Mhm.
had, poor energetic hygiene, unless they came to me and asked, permission to take a look for them. And even then, because then, like what I used to do years ago is I'd then say, if I observed that in someone else, Carrie, I would just say, hey, would you like to ask me for? And it's like, it became a little bit like a kind of savior complex. It's like, oh, I can help that, really help
Mhm.
that person. Like, they're not for saving, right? We're not here to save each other. Carrie is saying more their behavior. Yeah, I think that what you can do though is, and not all of us do very well, is have really strong boundaries and say, what you do and don't accept from others. And you can also say to others, what works for you, right? You might say, did you know I tried Jon Binnie's free meditation for negative entity protection and removal, and I really enjoyed it. It really helped me sleep at night. It really
Mm.
helped me clear my energy. The word you're using, Carrie, behavior, really stands out as well. And in that same free meditations, there is a boundaries, like a 1 hour boundaries video and practice and meditation, which would really help. It'll help you. It might also help the other people as well, because often people that are kind of infested with low vibration energy, they have really poor boundaries or non-existent, right? They're just allowing themselves to be kind of um, uh, a dumping ground for
Mm.
negative energy. And Carrie says that I did pray for someone who had demons and they got delivered. Thank you for sharing.
Mm. Yeah, look for
Um,
meditations.
I'm just going to post in this. Okay. John's free 14-day. I think I just passed 850 people in the meditation program. So thank
Oh,
you.
wow, nice. Yeah, so many wonderful meditations.
I feel like I want to say, my
Mm.
spirit guide Maya said, you should tell them, John, 850 people can't be wrong. And I'm like, that's not, you don't understand what humans are like. Like, that's not true. 850 people can be wrong. In fact, maybe 7 billion of us are wrong on Earth at this time. Um, yeah, pleasure to share that. Thank you,
Mm.
Carrie, for your request. Wonderful. Is it your turn next?
Yes. Maybe. Okay, let me select. Okay, hide the comment and ready to select our next.
And I can breathe now.
Great, choosing your next request.
Inside.
Please say hello in the chat
And I
if your
can
name is
feel
called.
now.
All requests in capitals, please.
So
And thank you, everyone, for coming today.
I'm facing my shadows and fears inside. I shine a little love and light, and all along
beautiful song.
I'll
Two
feel
requests came through here that we selected already, so that's why I looked back and I'm going.
changes world by facing our shadows, by healing inside, inside.
Angela Hunter, I believe you're here, but please say hi in the chat to confirm.
Was setting myself free.
Angela is asking for a message and healing for swelling left foot. Okay, she's here. Thank you, Angela. Okay.
Should we one do a message and one do the healing?
Okay, I'll do the healing for the left. I'll check the left foot.
A real lovely sense of humor from your guide, Angela. I'll try and say some of those same things verbatim. So the first thing your guide is saying very very directly and with some humor is the swelling in your left foot is this feeling of bit like having a ball and chain, like a heavy weight around your left foot, and that it's dragging. And she's saying, "This is to slow you down." And I said, "Oh, why would Angela need to slow down?" He said, "Nothing on the outside of your life will be fixed, will get better unless you first focus on the inside. And it's the inside that needs your healing and attention right now. All of everything outside of you is a distraction and also a reflection of what's going on inside of you. And so every time you're experiencing something, these feel like frustrations, niggles, blockages that you perceive outside of you in your life. Like take a moment, like hold a mirror up to it, right? And go, whoa, like that's, I'm just imagining my phone as mirror. I don't know why. I guess it's a black mirror. Imagine there's this, a bit like when my motorhome broke down on Thursday and I sat in the woods for 5 hours trying to get it repaired, that I was so intrigued by what's going on inside of me. What's the lesson here? Why is this happening? And so this is an opportunity. Every time something comes up, please do observe it. Lovely ringing in my ears. Please do observe it. And if you can, write it down, do a little journal. And it can just be one sentence, right, about the event itself, the thing that's annoying you, that's niggling you, that's blocking you, that's holding you back. And once you get that, spend some time reflecting on inside of you, like where are the things inside of you that this is coming from, because they are reflections of what's going on inside of you.
That's such a great message, and I think certainly more people are benefiting from hearing this message.
Yeah.
I heard, as you're saying that, I saw her left foot, and there was it's like she was wearing this thick sock, and it was with creating pressure to somewhat to aid with the swelling. But I heard slow down, just as you're saying in the message. Yeah, for you to slow down. I did a clearing and send healing energy to your left foot. And now I just heard a little bit of there's a Billy Joel song. I believe it's called Vienna Waits for Me, or Vienna Waits for You, something like that. And I heard Slow Down Your Crazy Child. It's a part of the lyrics of that song. And herd resistance. I think I mentioned that. And there's so many hours in a day. That's part of this reminding her to slow down.
Yeah.
I hope that helps you, Angela.
Angela says, yes, I always try and look for the blessing in the middle of the mess. Last night, I had a dream about having information or codes on my upper legs and couldn't let them get wet. Oh, that's fascinating.
Hmm.
Uh, and yeah, if you're, it seems, I don't know, it seems important I share it. I don't know how much you're interested, but the lesson I learned from my motom breaking down my brand new to me, I only had it 2 weeks, motom is that, when vehicles in Europe anyway, they need fuel, right? Just like around the world. And this is a diesel vehicle, but in Europe, there's something called an additive. It's called AdBlue, and you put it in alongside the diesel in a separate little tank, and it merges in the exhaust fumes and is meant to help with the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And what I didn't understand in the moment was that I had plenty of fuel, right? So when it broke down, literally you'd put the key in the ignition, all the lights came on, and then nothing. You just kept turning it, nothing. And 5 hours later, we still hadn't figured out what it was. And I kept asking my guides, because it was 5 hours was a long time. It's like, dear spirit guides, could you help me get my motorhome started? And they're like, John, you need to wait for the lesson. I'm like, why do I need to wait? Like, I get it. It's broken down. What do I need to do? And it's like, be patient, be patient. And it was only later, some of it initially was I had to learn to ask others for help. And me, Viviane, I'm the one man band. I'm like literally like
Yeah.
just do everything myself. So I had to ask a lot of different people for help, including a Facebook group, which was actually the one that saved me. And then what I finally got to was that my motem does have a fault, but the fault is that the warning light doesn't work for when it's run out of this additive called AdBlue, and then the engine cuts out. No warning, no nothing. You can't tell why it doesn't work, other than like this mysterious little tank of 15 liters of strange AdBlue liquid is empty. And so my guide said, think about it, John. You're not always going to get a warning about when your body gives up because you're working too much. You're doing too much, John. And that's why I was laughing at Angela's guide, because Angela's guide was like, you should know, John, out of everyone, you should know this. You need to slow down. And I'm like, okay, I get it. So yeah, it is a really powerful message. And yeah, Melissa says, yeah, warning light malfunction. It is very deep. And now I have to carry around 15 liters of AdBlue in my motom, which I feel like, that feeling of like your cup always has to be full. It's like you have to really make sure it's always full, because otherwise, you can just turn around, as we know, Viviane, right? You can, in a day, you can turn around from being like, I'm so happy and healthy, to being like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I am broken in just a day doing this work, with little warning. So yeah, it's definitely a big lesson for me, and it's one I've been reflecting on in my work schedule. Thank you so much, Angela. Okay, now I'm not sure who chose
It's
Angela's
your
name.
turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. I quite like the last song. It seemed to be perfectly placed.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I quite like that. Have you heard that new song? Oh, listen. John's opinions about his own music. Choosing the next request. And this request is from Joanna Lydia Lula. Let us know if you're here, Joanna.
And while we wait, let's do a sip.
Thinking. I should always do the full name in case there's more.
Mm-hmm. So, Joanna, Leah, Lula, are you here, please? Mm-hmm.
Calling Joanna. Let us know if you're here.
And while we wait, just a reminder to subscribe to our channels. If you have lurkers out there watching us, it's free to subscribe. And we are here every Monday and Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. UK time, and 8:30 a.m. Pacific Time for healings, clearings, predictions, pet healings.
And more. Your life purpose, your past life, your future life. Yeah, welcome, lurkers. Work lurking. What were the other terms we came up with? Chore lurking?
Yeah, chore lurking and work lurking.
Kind of strange to like chores. You know, I do that. Like one of my shadows is complaining about how many chores I have. And it's funny because like I said to my wife on Sunday, it's like, oh, I've got to do, I've got to build a garden of furniture, and then I've got to like clean all the bathrooms, and and I was like listing all these things. And then she just said at the end of it, oh, I'll do those on Monday. And then I felt really sad that I couldn't moan about it. It's like, but I want to moan about it. And I was like, oh, I like doing them. It's like, so no Sonic Drive.
Johanna. Oh, thank you, Darcy. That's sweet of you. You're the best. So no Johanna. So let's go ahead and select them.
John, did you sell your van? Yes, although I wish I hadn't quite so soon. It would have been really handy. Yeah, I sold it to a family of mechanics. And I was like, why do you have to be mechanics? They own a garage, and it was the father and son. It's like, you're gonna like ask, they were checking it like with a fine tooth comb as you'd expect. And it's like, why can't you use software or something? Why do you have to be so knowledgeable? And no, they're just fantastic. I think their words were, it's a beauty. And I was so happy that it'll be in very safe hands, and a lovely family as well. So my turn to choose next, right? Okay, choosing your next request. Sub 5, let us know if you're here.
Okay, sub 5, are you here?
Or just listening to the lyrics. Imagine what a world news would be like, or if like a world leaders realized that you saved this world from inside, right? It'd be like, look at all the bad things that happen today in the world. Okay, people, like, face your shadows. Like, what are they talking about? Why is it my fault? Yeah, let us know sub 5 if you're here. Bueller.
Oh, that's such a fun movie. Never get tired of it.
I believe he's 6, sir. One more try.
Sub 5, please say hi. Okay, you're here. Great, thank you.
Fantastic. And you're asking for a healing and clearing, especially your heart center.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see your heart. There's a lot going on there.
Hmm.
I see um, a lot of blue lights around your heart. Your guide is saying, John, please help, because sub five can't isn't asking me to help. I can only do so much if you don't ask for help.
I got that the heart is tired and is wanting, trying to do too much, but it's tired.
Hmm. Yes, it's way too much. Like this is kind of everything all at once: burdens of others, negative self-talk,
Hmm.
lack of self-love. And I'm just pointing out the obvious to your guide, which is, well, sub five's asking us for help, right? So you can help too. um, I'm just going to help with source love energy and just first of all ground down, or should I say, connect down into the ground, a clear channel of energy to help all the chakras align, and then release anything that doesn't serve your highest good. So really just starting process of clearing. Wow. There's a really beautiful flow. I wish I could show all this with my hands. It's like it's a vertical energy of flow of a lotus flower that I'm seeing
Mm.
up through each of the chakras, and lovely rainbow colors coming up through them. This is what their heart was like before.
Hmm.
It's been like before in other lifetimes, and was like before we currently see this. As I talk to your heart, sub five, it's saying, "Oh, but I listened to my mind. My mind is my master." And I was saying to your heart, I don't think it needs to be like that. Your heart can have its own voice. You know, it's a partnership, right? Heart, mind, body, soul. There's a balance. It's a partnership together. Your heart is not in servitude to every other part of you, and nor is it in servitude to others. How's it looking for you, Viviane?
I asked Archangel Michael to assist me with clearing stagnant energy. There's this feeling of being defeated and this sadness and from the heart. But I saw um, one a good thing, a white rose being placed right in front of the heart, and it's for the heart to integrate the vibration of that white rose.
Hmm. I saw some of these like really like this kind of stark, very like hugely different, almost fifth dimensional version of sub five that being shown is remembrance in a past life where, and you have had it at times in this life, and you can reactivate it after you heal more. Is this feeling of being able to help others, and this feeling of but look how sad everyone is on earth, look how low vibration people are on earth, even us, right? We would in the fifth, when we're all in the fifth dimension, we'll look at this live stream and go, God, we were so miserable. like, we sat in chairs, like talking a lot. Like, what was wrong with us?
Mhm.
And yet, I feel this is pretty happy, and
Mhm.
it's that that feeling of burden. Darcy was saying, that um, it makes me want to cry for them. I think really beautifully sums up that feeling for you. Um, Sub five is you really want to be able to help others more. It's too self-sacrificial. And we were just talking about this before, in particular about my motorhome experiences, like, to fill your cup first. You have to look after yourself and protect yourself first so that you can you can only really help one other person at most once you're happy and healthy yourself.
After the rose was integrated in the heart, I could see that each petal of that rose is lighting up, and
Yeah, it's beautiful.
as it integrates in the heart to help the heart.
You're really opening up. There's this beautiful. Your guide is saying, well, I think this is your higher self, sub 5, is saying this beautiful resonance energy that you generate from your heart. And I do feel that you can one of your superpowers to resonate out love energy can be done sustainably, and it's the kind of like the minimum you can do. It's we describe it in human terms as leading by example. Shine bright and lead by example. It's hugely powerful. It's literally infectious for people. Lending a smile, walking around. I always try, especially when I'm outside, have a nice strong energetic boundary around me.
Yeah.
And then I open my heart, and I try and look at people in the eye, even if they're like looking grumpy and down, especially if they're looking grumpy and down, with a smile, see if I can be that in that moment, the smiling stranger. Although where I live, everyone kind of knows each other. And it's like, oh, it's John again, smiling. Hey, I'm John. Yeah, just really focusing on your self-love first, and remembering that we can do so much, to Darcy's point, leading by example,
Yeah.
because this is what the world needs. It needs us all to look to each other for inspiration and love, and and it's the opposite of hatred and division, right? You wonder how you fix a broken world as you do the opposite to what's breaking it. There's Patch and Johnny. That absolutely happens a lot. A lot of people will literally say, "There's Patch," or "Hello, Patch," from across the road. Or Patch and owner, as I often get.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I hope that helps you, sub 5, and yeah, it's I like what the Darcy shared. Yes, she said she's feeling that way herself, and we have to look at ourselves.
Wonderful. Well, that's us for today. We're almost at the 2 hours, so thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. And we've said it quite a few times today in the live stream. We're trying to earn a living as well as provide entertainment, healing, clearing, and all these things for you guys. So yeah, please do, if you feel guided to book a one-to-one session with either of us. Donations are also massively welcomed, and we'll also be back on Thursday. So excited to see you guys again then.
Yeah.
And I will bring our session to an end. So I'd like to thank all of our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source and Gaia, every soul that's participated in today's session, and asking all of us now to step outside of the session space and remain in our individual protected spaces for as long as we choose. As I close the session down and tidy up all that energy and return it to source, or never return here again. Please do drink as much water as it feels right for you, and get plenty of rest, even if you've not been having a direct request today. There's been a lot of beautiful messages that will really help us all. And thank you so much, everyone. We look forward to seeing you again on Thursday.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.